Erin coming to you from Cloud Expo in Santa Clara, California, and I'm joined today by Jason Schroedl, who is the Vice President of Marketing for NewScale. Welcome, Jason.
Thanks, Erin. It's great to be here.
Thanks for being here. So who is NewScale, and tell us why you're at Cloud Expo.
So NewScale is a software provider. We provide a suite of solutions for enabling self-service, lifecycle management, and tracking for both cloud-based environments as well as virtual and physical environments.
Okay, and I was speaking earlier with a colleague of yours about the NRE Alliance, and you're wearing that button on your lapel. Tell us about the NRE Alliance.
So that is one of the reasons we're here at Cloud Expo, is we actually have a joint booth with the NRE. So NewScale, RPath, and Eucalyptus have formed together with an alliance that we recently announced, and we have a booth together with each of those parties here, and a systems integrator consulting firm, Momentum SI, that is putting together a package around the three solutions.
So what is the ultimate goal of the alliance?
So the goal for the alliance is to have one combined solution with three best-of-breed players to provide self-service, automation, and elasticity for a private cloud or a hybrid cloud.
Okay, great. And let's talk a little bit about the movement towards self-service IT and how cloud relates to that.
Yeah, so cloud computing has been really one of the drivers behind self-service IT. What we're seeing is that IT organizations in general have been kind of afraid of exposing what they offer to their customers through self-service, but the emergence of cloud computing and Amazon EC2 in particular has really accelerated that trend and made it possible for application developers and project team members to go out and provision their own environments through AWS or any other public cloud computing provider. And it's really put IT on the defensive, enterprise IT organizations say, hey, well, why does it take enterprise IT so long? Why can't we do this on demand? Why can't we provision a new environment within minutes? And why, instead of pennies per hour, why does it cost so much? So that's really forced enterprise IT organizations to change the way that they operate and move towards more of a self-service IT model.
Okay, and from a cost savings perspective, why does cloud make sense?
So for IT organizations today, in many cases, they have a lot more capacity than they can actually deliver. So one of the things that IT organizations are looking to do is maximize their capacity that they have. Through virtualization has been one of the first steps in that, and cloud computing, by providing a shared pool of resources in a virtual environment, is the next step. For a lot of IT organizations, they do want to take advantage of the public cloud, but they fear that it's not quite ready for production environments. So in many cases, they're starting with their own internal private cloud, and they're building out a shared pool of resources, leveraging virtualization with self-service, on-demand provisioning, tracking, and moving toward a pay-per-use model, in some cases chargeback. But that's just a starting point. Most of them recognize that at some point they're going to begin to use public cloud. So that's really what we're seeing is the next evolution of cloud computing in the enterprise is moving from private cloud to a more of a hybrid cloud model, where they'll begin to leverage public cloud providers like an Amazon Web Services, like GoGrid, Terramark, RPath, Rackspace, or others, but also have the ability to use their own resources internally within a private cloud.
So actually that was going to be my next question, because we've got the public cloud and the private cloud, and then hybrid cloud computing, which a lot of people at the show are talking about. Where do you see that headed?
So I see that actually happening pretty quickly. Most of our customers today are starting with the private cloud, where they just feel like they need to build out their own environment. Typically they're starting with very simple use cases like test and development for their application development teams. They want to provide the ability to present a simple menu of options within our catalog, and then provide the ability to order those on demand through our storefront. Say, okay, here's what you get from our IT organization. For test and development environments, you have large, medium, and small. There's gold, silver, bronze, and you can order that and request that, and we'll provision that automatically on demand. And then track that and provide the ability. In most cases, they're looking to do just show back initially. They're not ready to actually do full chargeback and billing, but they want to present, here's what it's costing for these different options. They also want to do lifecycle management. So they say, okay, for these test and development environments, you have a 30-day lease. And at the end of the 30 days, there'll either be a notification to say, we're turning that off, or there's the ability to extend that lease. Or there may also be the need to add storage, add memory, et cetera. So that's kind of part of what we provide to them in their own internal environments through a private cloud. The next step, and what we are seeing most of our customers begin to look to is, in some cases, they don't have the capacity to meet demand, or there's, there isn't a need to have the same controls and enterprise class capabilities that they have in their private cloud for some workloads. So they're providing the ability to go out to the public cloud for that. And that's really the movement towards hybrid cloud. It's happening pretty quickly. Most organizations we talk to want to have the ability to both present an internal option through a private cloud and be able to burst out to a hybrid cloud.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, and then finally, before we wrap up, there's still, I would say, from the people I'm talking to, the companies here at Cloud Expo, still a lot of hype around the term cloud. Do you think that it's any less mysterious than it was a year ago, and are you seeing greater adoption?
I think it is. I think in general still there is a lot of confusion around cloud computing, what it is, what it isn't. I think a lot of that has been cleared up over the past year though. I think just here at Cloud Expo we're seeing a lot more users, a lot more enterprises, as well as service providers that are embracing cloud computing. Whether as an enterprise beginning to see it as another mechanism for delivering more agile and cost-effective IT to their business customers, or for a service provider that's looking to introduce a new service to their customers through infrastructure as a service, or even moving towards platform as a service and software as a service.
Okay, great. And what will NewScale's focus be in 2011? What are some goals?
So in 2011, we have some exciting new products that are coming out. There's actually a new product that will be coming out later this year, which is our new portal. We've advanced a lot of the capabilities within the portal that we present out to our customer base for having this very easy to use self-service storefront. There's new capabilities we're coming out with at the end of this year that will really extend the flexibility and the configurability of that portal. It also provides the ability to create new portlets so that you expose a lot more information, a lot more flexibility in what you present out to your customers through the portal. So that's one of the exciting things we're coming out with, and we'll also be having the latest release of our overall software platform, which is NewScale 10, and there'll be more information coming out on that early next year.
That's happening. All right, well, thank you, Jason.
Great, thank you.
I've been speaking with Jason Schroedl, Vice President of Marketing for NewScale, and I'm Erin Harrison, coming to you from Cloud Expo in Santa Clara, California.